I'm Carey Smolensky demonstrating the Pyrologic 2000 remote sparkler device. The sparkler load itself carries sparklers that will detonate and burn for approximately 40 seconds. At the top of the sparkler load is an electronic ignition, and similar to model rocketry, it's placed at the top. The wires are going directly to a pager which receives a transmitted signal and fires by sending electronic charge to the detonator, and instead of taking a match and lighting the sparkler, the electronic igniter ignites the sparkler. The sparkler unit itself is affixed to an acrylic rod, here just using electrical tape. The acrylic rod is stuck into a floral centerpiece and directly into the oasis. So one of the measurements that we find out from the floral designer is the distance from the bottom of the oasis to the top of the unit, because the actual tip of the sparkler, at least an inch, needs to stick out above the floral material. There also can be no flammable material in the floral piece surrounding the immediate area. The acrylic rod that goes into the oasis, also these wires that are attached to the pager, this pager can be hidden within the floral. It does not have to be attached anywhere in the floral. It can rest as long as there's no stress on these wires and the connection is intact. Here I just have it taped to the acrylic rod, and I'm using a metal pipe in lieu of a floral centerpiece. The antenna is set for receiving, and right now we do have all types of programming involved. This button right here will flash periodically once red, just like that. That indicates that the receiver is in sleep mode. When it comes time to arm the device, I have a choice of either arming the device where all of the sparklers can be detonated simultaneously, or we can stagger the detonation. Say as a bride and groom walks down an aisle, the different sparklers will detonate as they walk in different points, and that can also be detonated from here. So the first thing we're going to do is insert the key, hold the power on to not only arm this unit, but it's also going to wake up the pagers, as is displayed waking up on the actual display. It's showing my different options at this point, and what I'm going to do is arm the pagers themselves. So by pushing the ready button, it's showing me that my first event and my first group is ready to go, and there is a 15-minute time frame that I have to detonate this, just as an additional safety factor. At this point, looking at the front of the unit, again, these pagers can be checked. You'll notice that the flashing red light is switched to a double flashing green light, which indicates that the receivers are ready to receive their signal. At this time, I hold the trigger down and ignite the system. The system itself, once you have the stream, you can put your hand directly in between. These sparks will not harm fine linens, and as long as you stay away from the hot point, which is directly on top here, all of these sparks that are coming down are completely safe. It has a minimal amount of smoke that is emitted, and you get the effect of the bright sizzling sound, the bright white light, and surprise for all your guests. The Pyrologic 2000 system. I'm Carey Smolensky. And we hope to celebrate with you at your next event.